took it to 10.
Big time
That's the
hit,
game.
and that's going to be a walk-off RBI single. Swung on, chopper to third. Here comes the go-ahead run. It's over the head of the center fielder, and it's a home run.
Oh, my goodness.
Homer.
Welcome to the KVB pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the Knox Lady Redskins host the Winamac Lady Warriors in the war on 35. This is Indiana High School softball. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play, our special guest, Harold Welter. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. We welcome you to Lady Redskins softball field in Knox, Indiana 46534. We are back for more, set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com as we get ready for our 7th spring broadcast of the 2025 season. We have talked with both head coaches of the Knox Lady Redskins, Richie Morgan and Jenny Belcher of the Winamac Lady Warriors on the Saturday Sports Line. Of course, we are hoping this game gets underway. We were originally scheduled to start this broadcast 1 hour ago. That has now pushed us back an hour due to the rain that had happened here in Knox, Indiana. Water had accumulated on the infield, and that is what head coach Richie Morgan and his coaching staff have been working on in that time frame since the rain stopped about maybe 25-30 minutes ago. They have been working on the infield in hopes they are able to get this war on 35 matchup in. We are standing by as well because we want to see this matchup too, so stick with us. We are still hopeful as they are working on the field. We'll go ahead and go through our pregame ritual here to get us ready for this big-time battle. When we look at the Knox Lady Redskins, head coach Richie Morgan and his team started their season against their heated cross-county rival of North Judson St. Pierre, beating them twice during opening week, 10-0 in Game 1 and 17-1 in Game 2. They took a tough loss, though, to Plymouth in a tight one that went into extra innings. 15-14 was the final. Man, that had to be a nail-biter. They then beat conference opponent Tippy Valley 6-4 on April 17th for a big win. Then fell to Valparaiso on the 18th, 18-10. They had a doubleheader with Griffith on the 19th, where they dropped both games 7-3 in Game 1 and 18-2 in Game 2. Tuesday of this week, the Lady Redskins beat LaVille in big-time fashion, 18-1. Then Argus on Wednesday, 11-3. Last night, they took a tough loss to conference opponent Jimtown, 8-6, as the Lady Redskins come into this war on 35 matchup at 5-5 on the year and 2-1 in Indiana Northern State Conference play. When it comes to hitting, Carly Friedrich leads this team with a .618 batting average. Right behind her is Addison Spinagle hitting right at a .600, and then rounding out the top three is Cheryl Barnes averaging a .529 at the plate. As a whole, the Lady Redskins are batting a .390 average with an on-base percentage of .456. They have 115 hits, 97 runs, and 86 RBIs on the year. Interesting note, Spinagle leads the team in on-base percentage, averaging a .706. That is pretty darn good. Looking at the pitching for the Redskins, they have used 5 different arms through the 63 innings pitched. They have an ERA rating of 5.78. They have allowed 96 hits, 75 runs, and have struck out their opponents 64 times. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play on the diamond, we are honored to have our very own Harold Welter as our special guest tonight. Welcome back, Harold.
Well, thank you very much, and hopefully we will get this game in. And interestingly, Beth Barnes, who will be the starting pitcher for the Redskins, went out there in the circle to kind of test things out a little bit, and she's talking with the coaches right now, and they're working hard to get this infield field ready to go. And I think we're going to have some softball.
I think we're being I think our optimism, I think Coach Morgan and his positivity, they're wanting this game to happen. They're willing this game to happen. So shout out to the coaching staff here at Knox for not giving up on this game. The rain really, it came down hard over an hour ago. But you see the Winamac Lady Warriors, they've stepped out of the bus and they are warming up, getting ready for this game as if it is going to happen. So we're going to roll things along and stay positive. Give us your thoughts on these Lady Redskins. You've been seeing a lot of them.
Well, again, they're 5-5, a little bit deceptive in that record, in that most of their losses came to schools bigger than them, twice to Griffith, to Valparaiso, to Plymouth, and so I think that 5-5 record is a little bit misleading. And as we said earlier, if the Warriors assume because of that record that this is a done deal, then they could get surprised. So I think that they need to just focus on today's game. And for the Winamac Warriors, again, they can't take anything for granted, and they can't assume because they're 8-1 that they can put it on cruise control. And we know that Coach Belcher isn't going to let them.
No, she's going to stay on them.
Yeah.
Well, we go ahead and turn the page as we're talking about them and look at the Winamac Lady Warriors. Head coach Jenny Belcher and her Warriors started their season beating Tippy Valley 6-2. They then beat Morgan Township 9-5 and Argus 10-0. They fell to the South Central Lady Satellites on the road 6-3. And since
most people have fallen to the South Central Satellites.
Very, very good. But then, of course, since that loss against well, you made me lose my place here.
Against South Central.
Since that time, the Lady Warriors haven't lost a game. They beat Rensselaer Central 18-7, then Rochester 2-1. They beat Lewis Cass 7-5, and then their rival Pioneer 11-1 on Monday. Then last night we saw the Lady Warriors take it to their heated cross-county rival of West Central as the final was 11-1. The Warriors come into this matchup at 8-1 on the year and 2-0 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play. When it comes to hitting, Corinne Combs leads this team with a .552 batting average up to this point. Right behind her is Lauren Bruce, hitting right at a .500, and then rounding out the top three is Grace Roth, averaging a .500 as well at the plate. As a whole, this team has a .357 batting average and an on-base percentage of .381. They have 96 hits, 77 runs, and 66 RBIs on the year. Combs also leads the team in on-base percentage, averaging a .594. Then we look at the pitching for the Warriors. They have used two different arms through the 57 innings pitched. They have an ERA rating of 2.46. They have allowed 53 hits, 28 runs, and have struck out their opponents 67 times. It is Brooke Roush, and it is Adriana Hall. And we found out last night, Harold, when one comes in for the other, you better expect the same from each because they can really get it going. Yeah,
they've got some real power in their throws, and I think on the other side, the Knox Lady Redskins, their pitchers a lot of times depend on the movement of the ball, other than the speed and the power. Not that they don't have it. Sure. But they are what we used to call junk pitchers, and so
a little extra junk in the trunk.
Yeah, you just don't know what to expect with any of the Redskin pitchers.
Well, we are, though, expecting another great afternoon of IHSAA War on 35 softball action as we appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show. Taste the feeling. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Thank you, John Thompson. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports. We are lucky to say no injuries to report, as that is our Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report. Stay tuned. We will hear from head coach of the Lady Warriors, Jenny Belcher, after the break in the KVB Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home.
It's time to hear from the coaches in the KVB Coaches Corner. Here's Mitch Columbi.
Talking with head coach of the Winamac Lady Warriors, it is Jenny Belcher. Coach, we really hope this game happens today. The War on 35. We're standing by awaiting here, but you are going to see the Knox Redskins hopefully today. What have you kind of picked up on in preparation for them, or is this more about playing Warrior softball?
Oh, well, I think first of all that, you know, as we talked about earlier, Nathan, this is a game 20 minutes up the road where there's some good rivalry going on. You know, there's some history here. So, again, records don't really matter so much, and you just got to step on the field and be ready to play.
Yeah, last night it was a huge win for your girls, beating your cross-county rival, and you really put it to bed in the sixth and didn't look back. Now that you've had time to think about it, are you proud of that performance, or do you think you can take it to the next level?
Oh, yeah, I'm really happy with how we played last night. I thought it was a really good team win. You know, we got contributions from so many people, both offensively and defensively, and we've been telling our kids, you know, we don't need just one person to do their job. Just if everybody goes out and does their part, then some good things are going to happen, and I think that's what we saw last night. So I was really pleased with how our kids played last night.
Well, Coach, we sure hope this game happens today. Really, really excited for this one, Coach. I can't tell you how excited I am to be here for this one. I love when these two teams meet, and the way you guys have been playing so aggressive on the bases. What would be the message to your girls in the dugout right now if you were to have this game right? If we play this out?
The nice thing is, like I said, I don't think I have to tell my team much. They know. Yeah. So they know when we step on the field to play Knox, be ready to play, and we're going to have a ball game, and maybe we'll get this one in tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
Hello there. Is this that Last Choice Insurance?
No, sir. This is First Choice Insurance.
You mean Second Choice Insurance?
We offer homeowners, auto, farm, commercial, life. Let us know how we can be of guidance.
Okay, I got it now. First Best Insurance.
So contact us, First Choice Insurance, at 574-896-3482 at North Judson, or jingle us at 574-772-5370, and one of our wonderful local agents will take care of you.
As we get set for Indiana High School softball action, what are your keys to the game as a Winamac Lady Warrior, Harold?
The key for the Warriors is to not take anything for granted. As we said earlier, they can't think, hey, we're 8-1, we're on a real roll here. Knox is struggling for wins, and so we've got this thing taken care of. So they've got to have the right mental attitude coming into this game, and I would say that they need to get off to an early good start.
Keys for the Redskins.
For the Lady Redskins, they've got to, it's kind of the opposite. They've got to believe in themselves despite their 5-5 record, and they also have proven repeatedly this year that they can come from behind. They were down yesterday to Jimtown and scored 4 runs in the top of the 7th to take the lead. They ended up losing in the bottom of the 7th, but this team doesn't have to worry so much about that fast start as I think Winamac does.
All right, that is our keys to the game. As it's time to sit back, pop open an ice-cold Coke and chill. The Coca-Cola pregame show continues. Our LAP Way starting lineups are next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
It's time for the LAP Way starting lineups.
For the Lady Redskins in the field to start today, we will see Ava Jensen in left field. Carly Friedrich is in center field, and Kendra Linscott is in right field. The infield shows Joey Montague at third, Maddie Henshaw at second, Cheryl Barnes at first. Sarah Fort will be the shortstop. Elise Wolf behind home plate is the catcher, and Beth Barnes gets the call to start in the circle for the Redskins. For the Lady Warriors, their batting order shows first baseman Brody Goodman leading off, then pitcher Brooke Roush, shortstop Maggie Keller, and then the catcher Corinne Combs as the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth will be third baseman Lauren Bruce, then left fielder Adriana Hall, center fielder Michaela Warner bats seventh, second baseman Grace Roth is at the 8th slot, and at the bottom of the lineup we will see right fielder Lindsay Walters. That is our LAP Way starting lineups for today, as we will be back to get set for the first pitch. You are listening to KVB's WKVI.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
One of our hometown businesses here in our area in Monterey, it's LAP Waste.
Being able to recycle is one of our main goals at LAP Waste. Being able to say that we only take about 8% of our trash to the dump is pretty impressive for us, and we hope to keep building on that.
We service an 80-mile circle from Monterey. If you have a small job, big job, or just have a one-time, we are here to make a difference in this area.
And that phone number, Kirby?
574-542-4019.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
from Knox, Indiana. Welcome to game number 7 of our 2025 spring sports broadcast season. To see the war on 35 between the Knox Lady Redskins and the Winamac Lady Warriors. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. You can stay up to speed on local high school sports in this area by following us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. You can listen to us on your phone. Just go to one of our social media sites I mentioned and tap the link on our page. We are literally in the palm of your hand. Well, we are proud to let you know the public address announcer today at Lady Redskins softball field is Demi Friedrich. Our umpires for this evening are Brian Bow and Jim Brocksmith. With us tonight, we are honored to have Harold Welter back on the air with WKVI. As today's first pitch will be brought to you in part by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. We also appreciate them being the sponsor for the Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week Award given out each week on the Saturday Sports Line, the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. Huge week for you, Harold. Not only was Beth Barnes given quite a prestigious award, you were also given a prestigious award, so a big week for the Welter family.
Well, it certainly was, and Bethy was named basically one of the top 40 academic students in the state of Indiana by the Principals Association at a great event yesterday down in Indianapolis, and then Becky and I went back down to the central part of the state this morning as I was honored by the Indiana Basketball Coaches Association. And, if a guy who has been talking about coaches for 57 years and a coaches association honors him, that's pretty special.
Yeah, no kidding. you said something right.
and I ran into some of those coaches that we had on the Saturday Sports Line down there at the Coaches Association event today down at Fortville. And it's amazing the number of people that are connected and interconnected with WKVI.
It's crazy.
And all the years we've been doing this, and it really struck me of the quality of guests that we've had on the Saturday Sports Line over the past many years.
Didn't you say it's like 6 or 7 Hall of Fame coaches?
Well, I think now we've got 7 or 8 with Dave McCullough being inducted. And you just go down the line, Terry Minix, and we can just go down the line. There's 7 or 8 now that have been guests on the Saturday Sports Line. And I'll tell you what, it was a point of pride for me today when they were making the introduction, and they mentioned the fact of Saturday Sports Line being the longest running sports talk show in the state of Indiana. That's a point of pride for me, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that you continue that tradition.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun, and man, you got to kind of take a step back, especially in the spring. You're flying by the seat of your pants. But really, when you take a step back and think about what we do, it's a lot of fun for me. And I enjoy it, and to be able to continue something that is wanted. I think I've said this before on the air. You can go work at radio stations anywhere, but I don't know if I could have found a job that has the listenership, the people that care about the radio show itself. I think that really kind of stands out to me. I could do a Saturday show somewhere else, but I don't know if it would have quite the following it does here in this area. It's pretty special.
One of the things that I have to tell you is I ran into a guy that you have a connection to, Kerry Brown, an old Winamac Warrior, was down there, and he came up and talked with me, and he's the head coach at Rushville, your old high school.
Yep. Yeah, this is his second stint at Rushville, so it's interesting. He had left, and now he has come back. Rushville, I'm sure, is a special place in his heart. That's where I graduated, and everyone knew Coach Brown growing up. Of course, I didn't know Winamac as a little kid, so he would didn't say where he was from. Now that I fast forward and I've moved up here to find out he is a Winamac guy, it just kind of is. It's a small world.
Yeah, it certainly is. And ran into Bill Zick, who was the boys basketball coach at Winamac for 4 years back in the mid '80s. Won a sectional down there in '84, and has been all over. I think his last, and he's now retired, but I think his last stint was at Center Grove.
Wow.
And he's been at places like Pike.
Yep.
And he's had a lot of success, probably won, 600 games as a head coach. And he came up and reintroduced himself. I hadn't talked to Zick in a long time, but I told him he's going to be one of our guests on the Where Are They Now segment, because he's got stories to tell,
guarantee
too.
It.
Yeah.
Well, and speaking of Winamac, you've got another Winamac alum on the air tomorrow for the Where Are They Now segment.
Yes, that's Dave Miller, and Dave admits in the interview that he wasn't the greatest athlete ever at Winamac High School, but he played with and against some of the really great athletes, and he's going to talk about a lot of those really great athletes at Winamac High School on this Where Are They Now segment tomorrow.
Yeah, jam-packed show tomorrow. So excited. We're going to talk South Central track with head coach Derek Deck in the morning. We'll also talk Knox track and field with head coach Pat Compton. Then we'll talk about Culver Lady Cavalier softball with head coach J.B. Overmeyer, West Central baseball with head coach David Allen. We'll have our Athlete of the Week interview with Brody Winsler from Winamac. Of course, he broke the most strikeouts in a single game for Winamac in the history of Winamac baseball. 20 strikeouts in one game.
Wow.
That is really impressive. Of course, he was one of our Athletes of the Week last year, so he already knew the questions that were coming this year. He said, hey, I already know what size T-shirt I want and everything. I mean, it's a great interview. You'll want to catch that tomorrow. Then we'll talk Lady Jays softball from North Judson St. Pierre with head coach Gary Baxter. We'll talk Winamac baseball with head coach Mark Kendricks. And then also going on this weekend, we've kind of talked about it leading up to our start of our broadcast. We'll have Al Breifogel on tomorrow. Of course, he is involved with the Indiana Football Digest that puts on the Gritty Awards.
Right.
And if you know anything about the Gritty Awards, the last couple of years, we have had representation from our area schools, and I have been told, I don't want to give too much away because the interview does kind of share some information, but I will give this much. We will have representation from our area. I won't say which school or schools, plural, but we will have representation down in Indianapolis at the Colts facility complex. Got a chance to go last year. I was invited by Al. Really is an amazing banquet. It's a glass wall. You see the practice field. That's where they take the picture for the front cover of the Indiana Football Digest. Right. We remember Cole Kozakar from North Judson. That was on the cover last year. It's a secret. They don't release it until after this banquet. So I have a feeling we're going to find some things out after the weekend comes to a close about some of our area athletes. It seems like we're always talking football, Harold. I love it. Football all year round.
And yet here we are in the middle of spring sports. And, this is really an exciting spring all around our area. The Culver softball team is having one of the best starts ever.
And Coach Overmeyer talks about it.
Yeah, and the Knox boys track team is having an outstanding season as well.
Coach Compton is so happy.
Yeah, I mean he's got some athletes, no question about that. And then of course you've got the usuals, South Central softball team doing very well. The baseball team up there, Union Mills doing very well, and so it's really an exciting spring sports season we got going here.
Well, that's all tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sportsline jam-packed show before we announce our new Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week.
Speaking of the Athlete of the Week, you're only about a month away from naming
we got some work
Athlete
to do.
of the Year. And you talk about, I mean, we've had those years where, hey, this is the obvious choice for the Athlete of the Year. You've gotten a whole bunch of Athlete of the Year prospects that you're going to have to come up with one name.
I've already talked with Chris McGowan, and I've already talked with you, of course. I think we'll have to come together collectively and just go down the list and start talking about, how we are going to decide. It's very tough. You take in a lot of names. The last couple of years I've done this, we've taken a lot of names into consideration. It's not just a pick by a whim. We really want to make sure and pick the right Athlete of the Year, and I think the way that it's done is pretty impressive, and I appreciate your guidance over the last 2 years. I think when it's all said and done, we'll pick the right one. It just it's going to take some time, and I'm a little nervous about it, a little anxious as well. It'll be interesting.
One of the things when we first started this, and this has been 24 years ago now, we first started the Athlete of the Week and Athlete of the Year. One of the things that we talked about was, hey, that Athlete of the Year, not only do we need to look at what they've done athletically, but we have to look at their character. We have to say, we don't want that Athlete of the Year to embarrass us 10 years down the road.
Right.
And boy, we have not had anyone embarrass us. I tell you, if we went down that list of the previous winners and what they've done in life, it's been pretty special.
It has. It'll be an honor to continue that. But Harold's right. We are knocking on the door of May here. Our last show will be the last Saturday in May, or we're planning to have that last show there at the end of May, where we will announce our new Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Year. So, yes, Harold, a lot of work to do. Thanks for reminding me. I was here to have some fun, watching some softball. Now, oh, gosh, I got to work more, work. But, hey, that's what it's all about, and that's what we love doing here at WKVI. This game, from what I'm being told, is going to start here in about 12 minutes, 5:45 Central start time, 6:45 Eastern. From what we saw, and just got a message from Athletic Director at Knox here, of course, Neil Minix, he had told me the pitchers came out. We saw that where they threw some pitches in the circle. That was where the new sand, dirt, or I'm pretty sure it's sand on the infield.
Yep.
That head coach Morgan was laying down in the circle. Rain had accumulated in the infield, and you can kind of see the spots where it really, really got wet. But I think they've done a good job, and from what Neil Minix has told me, both pitchers are comfortable, so that's why they are warming up now on the diamond. So the rain came, it is gone, and I think we're going to see this game.
We certainly hope so, and it is. It's going to be interesting. It always is when Winamac and Knox get together with any kind of sports. That's for sure.
You kind of talked about it a little bit. While Winamac comes in here at 8-1, they can't be overzealous here because the Knox Lady Redskins, while their 5-5 record doesn't seem like it should be what they would want, that's not really who they are as the team because of the competition they've had to face.
Well, stay tuned, folks. We've got some good softball to talk about here coming up at Knox. And again, we talked about this before, that this field here at Knox is one of the best around. And it absorbs a lot as far as rain is concerned, and I think that it's going to show just the quality of this field. And now that Winamac has that beautiful field down there, it makes a big difference. Now, the one thing that Winamac having that nice new field down there has done, however, is it stretched out those home runs a little bit.
It's not the town park anymore.
Yeah, those fences are a little bit further out than they were down there in that town park.
It was fun to do games at the town park, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it was a fun game.
Yeah. Yeah, no question.
And it was the first time yesterday for the West Central Lady Trojans to face the Winamac Lady Warriors. You think about it, growing up, you're always used to playing Winamac at the town park.
Yeah.
And then now you're at this new facility, and it can kind of be a little intimidating when you see their softball field, the way that they have the dugouts made, the press box, very similar to like you're saying here at Knox. But it's so updated, it almost looks like a D3 college, like a small college softball field. What they've done at Winamac is really incredible.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of money on it. They've got bullpens, netted bullpens for the pitchers to warm up. It's really, really impressive how they've been able to figure this out.
No question about that, and it was a long time in coming, but when they did it right.
They did it right, and that's kind of what you've talked about before, what Knox did here all those years ago, where they did a full swoop of the softball diamond. You said they had done work on the track and field team, and I want to say the baseball diamond as well, you had said at that time.
Yes, this all came together at the same time. This is part of the old airport.
Oh, no kidding.
You probably didn't know that.
I did not know that, no.
Where the 5-Star Food Center was the start of the airport. And if you look behind the football field over here, there's still part of the landing strip back there.
Oh, you're kidding.
By the practice area in football.
That's the landing strip.
And, yes. And so the board, when the the airport sold the landing strip, the school board at Knox bought that and caught a lot of heat for it because they had to pay out money and no one knew how it was going to be used.
Sure.
And for 30 years, it wasn't used at all.
Wow.
And
it just sat abandoned.
Yeah, and it was just an empty field, but the school had bought the field from where the high school is down to where we are right now, and they had said, someday we're going to do this. And back in the year 2000 is when they built the new football field back here, and the baseball diamond, and the softball field, and the new track, and the practice football field. All of that was done at the same time in that 1999, 2000 to 2001 area. And it is they went from the worst facility to the best
just like that.
Yeah, in 1 year. So they did it
it's still
right.
here. It's stood the test of time, and really the accommodations up here in the press box are still it's first class. It's very nice up here.
Well, it
better be for what it costs.
Well, it was really everything's relative, and I was on the board when we did all this expansion, and we had one or two board members who said, well, this is a lot of money. Maybe we ought to do this in stages. And I kind of insisted, no, you go to the well one time, and do it right the first time, and the majority of the board agreed with me, and it has turned out to be a great facility.
Yeah, beautiful here in Knox as we see the Winamac Lady Warriors taking the field, warming up. As we said, they are planning to have the first pitch here momentarily in the next 5 minutes or so.
Umpires are here?
They are here. Brian Bow, and he's a guy that does, you talk about a journeyman. Brian Bow, I see him all the time. I see him in basketball games throughout the winter. Here he is in the spring. You don't really think about it, but the umpires and the officials that the IHSA has, we're lucky to have them because, like we've talked about it before, there's going to become a time where we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do. Guys from my generation are not stepping up to the plate, and I'll be the first to say it. There needs to be more people of my age and my generation step up to the plate, no pun intended, and be part of the officiating. I think we've talked about it before. The average age of officials in the state of Indiana is like mid-50s. And at some point, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do because, we can't just give up on officials.
See, as an 80-something, I think 50s as young.
Well, you're right. But there's going to come a time.
Well, the good thing is that some of the schools are starting officiating classes.
Oregon Davis.
And getting, Oregon Davis is one, and getting some of the young people involved in that. And I think that's a step in the right direction, something the IHSAA should have endorsed a long, long time ago, in my opinion. But you can't go back. You got to go forward. And if we can get more schools doing that, I think that that is going to help the officiating situation tremendously.
Yeah, absolutely. And on top of it all, they it's a tough job. Who wants to be a ref? You get yelled at. But really, if you love the sport and if you love doing it, you can get a lot out of it. And I've talked with head coach Russ Radke of the Knox Redskins football team before. He refs basketball.
Right.
I haven't seen him ref games that I've been at, but from what he says, he enjoys it. He gets out, he gets him his little exercise in,
and no one antagonizes Russ Radke when he's officiating.
If they do, he probably enjoys it. He probably gives it right back to him. Oh, that'd be a fun game to see. But, man, we are so excited for this matchup between the Knox Lady Redskins and the Winamac Lady Warriors. Standing by here. The rain has stopped. Fans are here. Warrior Nation is here. Redskin Nation is here. They want to see this game happen, and why not? The Redskins will be in all-white, red socks, red trim. The Warriors looks like they will be in black pants with maroon socks, maroon jersey, and white trim there, Harold.
One of the things that we will mention, they're going to get this game started real quickly here. They're not going to do starting lineups and that kind of stuff. They're just going to get this
going.
They're going to do the national anthem and get going here shortly. Stephanie Roth-Smith, assistant coach for the Warriors. I'll tell you what, they didn't have softball at Winamac when she was an athlete. She was an athlete.
I've heard the stories.
Oh, my.
One of the greats, I've been told.
Yeah,
which makes sense. Maggie Smith, her daughter.
Yeah.
Our athlete of the year last year. It's she's cut from the same cloth.
Yep, absolutely. And I mentioned Stephanie because she's giving the warm-ups here, hitting the softball out into the outfield for the pregame warm-ups here for the Warriors. And if they'd have been playing softball when she was in school, she would have been one of the great ones.
Well, and I've talked about it with head coach Jenny Belcher before on the Saturday Sports Line. Is the continuity that the coaching staff has at Winamac. There's been times where I'll tear down a game, just like last night, and the coaching staff is still there in the dugout just talking, and they're laughing, having a good time. You can tell that they are very close, and they've been together for a long time. Mika Combs, one of those names on the coaching staff, along with Jenny Belcher, and then, like you said, Steph Smith.
Yeah.
It's a tight-knit group there for the Lady Warriors.
Now, back in the day, during basketball, we used to, one of you had the one-class system. At sectional time, we always named an all-sectional team. The 5 best players that we saw in the sectional. And we used to always, during the girls' sectional basketball tournament, we named an all-cute team.
An all-cute team? Jeez.
Now, and Stephanie definitely made that. You can't do that in 2025, Mitch. You couldn't get away with.
No, probably not. Probably not. How times have changed, Harold.
Had a lady come up to me about, this must have been about 10 years ago. And she had played at Couts when they played in the girls' sectional here. And she came up and reintroduced herself, and she said, You may not remember me, but I was on your first all-cute team.
She's so proud of it. That is something she'll never forget. She never forgot.
That's right. That's right. And, of course, the most important thing for us as broadcasters is that our listeners have fun. So I hope they had fun with that, and we don't have any attorneys listening.
Oh, man. Well, We see the umpires checking out home plate, wiping it off. It hasn't rained for over an hour at this point. They've been working on the field for about an hour. Man, kudos to head coach Richie Morgan. He literally was out there with the rake himself, along with the assistant coaches, raking the infield, laying down new sand, working their tails off to get this game in. We had kind of mentioned the Winamac Lady Warriors, the way their schedule is jam-packed. There was only one date head coach Belcher said that could potentially work, and that was May 6th. And May 6th, the Knox Lady Redskins host Tippy Valley.
A conference game.
So, it had to be today. It was really push come to shove, stay positive, be optimistic. The Warriors waited in the bus, and that was something that Coach Belcher had said, it's kind of nice being the away team in these situations. We don't have to do anything. It's up to the home team to figure the field out.
Well, they tell us to come out, we'll come out and get on the field. And that's what they've done.
So they're meeting at home plate with the captains.
Interesting enough, both of these teams will be starting 3 seniors tonight, and each team will be starting a freshman tonight.
Nice.
So looking to the future, both of these teams are looking to the future, and yet the future is now, because those seniors for both teams are big contributors to what the team is doing right now.
Well, like we had talked in the circle for today, we will see Beth Barnes from what I was given information on.
Yeah. She started at Jimtown last night after that long trip to Indianapolis and back.
just Iron Woman.
Yeah. So, and she was out there throwing, and her sister was as well, and the Warriors also had their starting pitcher Brooke Roush out there throwing to check out the circle and if it was okay, and of course
everybody. What are they going to say? No, they want to play. They're going to say.
Absolutely.
We're here, aren't we? We might as well do the game. As they're shaking hands, we're going to get right into it. We'll turn things over to our public address announcer for our national anthem.
Started very quick. We are not going to announce the lineup, so we would ask that you would stand and gentlemen remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Every morning, join Rich Wallen on the WKVI Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central. Catch local news as well for our area with Kankakee Valley Broadcasting News reporters Rusty Nixon and Becca Shepard. Catch their stories on WKVI.com and Max983.net to stay up to speed in your local area.
The Redskins have changed. They're going to go with Cheryl Barnes in the circle.
And Beth will go to first.
So a little bit of a change here at the last minute. And we'll see how that works out. And we're ready to go here as the Warriors go on the attack. They'll have Goodman, Roush, and Keller starting things off.
Yeah, we'll see Brooke Roush, Brody Goodman, first to lead off. She did a great job last night. She is really quick once she gets on the bag. So if you're the Knox Lady Redskins, you do not want to allow their leadoff hitter to get on base. That really starts things for the Lady Warriors. They're really able to get things going if Brody Goodman can get on base. And then Brooke Roush, we will see her in a circle in the bottom half of this inning. She is on deck, and then, of course, in the hole, Maggie Keller, the shortstop. Maggie, last night, my gosh, the confidence from Maggie Keller last night really stood out. She is someone that the Lady Warriors are going to lean on a lot. I mean, this Lady Warrior team is stacked. They've got a lot of athletes on this team. So here we go to lead things off, our web printing JT Shirt Shack. First pitch from Cheryl Barnes to Brody Goodman, a .353 average on the season.
Right-handed swinger, a junior in the lineup.
First pitch, swung on, slicer up the middle, and Goodman will get on base. That's what she did last night, and that's something the Warriors did last night as well, Harold. They will swing on the first pitch if they like it.
Absolutely. And that is what Jenny Belcher's taught her teams all these years. So they get off to a great start.
Cheryl Barnes, a 4.03 ERA coming into today, 3-2 on the season. She delivers the first pitch. This is Brooke Roush. Roush comes in today, a .303 average. She also has an on-base percentage of .343. The next pitch, up top, ball 2, 2-0 count here.
After that last pitch, they went down to first trying to catch the runner. Did not work.
2-0 from Barnes. Swung on, popped up high, back to right field, and it will be gloved by the right fielder for the Knox Lady Redskins, Kendra Linscott, for the out.
Kendra has come on the last couple of ball games playing very well for the Redskins.
Through the 24.1 innings pitched for Cheryl, she's allowed 32 hits, 20 runs, 8 base on balls, and has 25 strikeouts. We now see Maggie Keller in the box. The right-handed hitter swings, and one gets through past the third baseman. It'll advance the runner to 2, Goodman, and that's a base hit for Maggie Keller.
2 base hits in the first 3 hitters right here. Warriors off to a great start, and we mentioned that they needed to get off to a good start.
Here's the cleanup hitter, Corinne Combs, who had an amazing game last night. She's the right-handed hitter, and she'll step in. .552 average on the season, .594 on-base percentage. She is the real deal for the Lady Warriors, and she will face Cheryl Barnes here with 2 on, 1 in scoring position, 1 out here in the top of the first. Scoreless. It's the war on 35 between the Knox Lady Redskins and the Winamac Lady Warriors. First pitch up top, ball called. Now they're making sure, looks like the catcher behind home plate is making sure, Elise Wolf, that those runners stay on the bag.
Yeah. Corinne Combs is leading. If you look at just the leaders and so many statistics for the Warriors, she's got them all.
Next pitch. Outside, ball called. Good eye there. 2-0 count now. Combs being patient. Barnes seeing if she'll chase anything. The 2-0. Swung on. Foul tip, and it hits the fence. So Barnes and Combs going at it here.
Strike 1. 2-1 to Corinne Combs, right-handed hitter. Stands a wide open stance.
2-1 from Barnes. Slicer gets past Barnes to center field, and being told to go home is Brody Goodman. She will score, so it is an RBI single for Corinne Combs. Maggie Keller gets all the way from first to third. Runners in the corners for the Winamac Lady Warriors. They lead 1-0 here on the road. And it looks like we'll have a courtesy runner, Hannah Meyer, number 11, come in for Corinne Combs. This is exactly what they did last night against the West Central Lady Trojans, and for those listeners who were with us last night, it's the same exact lineup, the way that they have it set in the field. and the batting lineup, same as last night for the Lady Warriors. As now we see Lauren Bruce, the senior, step in, the right-handed hitter. Barnes to deliver, swung on the first pitch, caught by the third baseman. Joey Montague tags third for a double play, and that's how they get out of the top of the first. Holy cow, what a play from Joey Montague.
Unbelievable.
1 run crosses for the Winamac Lady Warriors, but runners are left stranded as we take a break. The Warriors lead 1-0. It's the War on 35 on WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki Jet Skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
Keener Construction is a proud supporter of all local high school sports. Call Chad Keen at Keener Construction today for all your construction needs at 574-806-1387. Let Keener Construction build you a home today. Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local high school sports and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home in Stark County. Call them at 574-896-2567. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the War on 35 between the Knox Lady Redskins and the Winamac Lady Warriors. The Warriors are able to bring 1 run across to start this game in the top of the first, but the way the Redskins ended there with that double play by Joey Montague, Harold, that was impressive.
Oh, absolutely, and that was really what the Redskins needed to get out of a jam early on.
Leading off for the Knox Lady Redskins is Sarah Fort, the shortstop. The right-handed hitter steps in to see Brooke Roush's first pitch. Swung on. It's fair. Combs picks it up, throws down to first, and they get the out. Good job there by Brody Goodman to see what Combs was up to. Fort swung away, got a piece of it, but it just was very little, and it dribbled right in front of Combs for her to pick it up and sling it to first for out number 1. Carly Friedrich is in the second slot here for the Knox Lady Redskins. She swings on the first pitch, fouled off out of play. She comes in today, Harold, a .618 batting average.
Yeah, she can swing the bat, no question about that. She had an inside-the-park home run against Argus the other night.
.632 on-base percentage. Swings on the next pitch. Strike 2.
She's headed to Bethel University to play, and I asked her before the game what they're saying she's going to be doing, and she said, well, they're going to have her doing a lot of different things, but primarily catching.
Next pitch. Up top and away. Yeah, she's normally the catcher. Today she's in center field. Head coach Richie Morgan has gone with Elise Wolf behind the plate, probably giving her some experience there as well.
Right.
The 1-2 from Roush. Swung on, foul tip, hits the fence. Roush comes in today, a 2.65 ERA, 6-1 on the season. This is her 10th appearance. In the 34.1 innings pitched for Roush, she's allowed 38 hits, 21 runs, 10 base on balls, and has 29 strikeouts. She's really good, Harold. Last night she showed it.
Right-handed senior. High and outside, though.
2-2 now evens up from Roush. So Friedrich's digging in, a little duel here between her and Brooke Roush. 2-2 delivered. Hit back to Roush. She slings it to first, and they get out number 2. It hit the infield sand, and it didn't go anywhere. It really caused the momentum to stop on that softball there, Harold.
Yeah, and that's where the wet turf
it just
worked to the Warriors' advantage.
Cheryl Barnes will step in now, the right-handed hitter. First time today we see her. And she's going to face off against Brooke Roush as she delivers. Finds the zone.
Strike one.
Barnes, a .529 average on the season. Very, very good.
Right-handed swinger.
0-1 from Roush inside. But they're going to call that strike. It grazed the portion of the plate. Strike two. That's a tough one there.
Yeah, right at the knees.
0-2 from Roush to Barnes. Fouled off out of play. Barnes has a .553 on-base percentage, an .882 slugging percentage.
Has 3 home runs on the year.
She is very good for these Lady Redskins. She steps back in behind the count, the 0-2.
Ooh.
Hits the dirt inside, ball one.
Cheryl Barnes has a goal of playing at the next level after she graduates in 26.
Any schools in mind?
She wants to go south, but we'll find out. She wants to go where she can play.
Absolutely. 1-2. Inside, evens up at 2-2 here.
Barnes had to back away to keep from getting hit on that one.
Nobody on, 2 outs. Bottom of the first, 1-0, the Lady Warriors lead. And here's the 2-2. Oh, it was a 3-2 count.
Yeah, walked.
So they will actually end up walking Cheryl Barnes. We missed a pitch in there.
So Barnes is at first.
Well, they're having a conversation here. Head coach Richie Morgan was saying that was 5 pitches. The head umpire is saying, no, that was 2-2 count. Now it is 3-2. So they are making Cheryl come back here.
Okay.
Very interesting. So now it is a 3-2 count.
Gotta communicate. Full count. Barnes steps back in, straightaway stance.
Whoa!
Drills
big
one.
Hit back to center
That
field.
could go
It gets
for
past the
extra
center fielder, and here
bases.
comes Cheryl Barnes to take
With a
2.
stand-up
and she will
double.
stand in for a double. Big hit by Cheryl Barnes there, Harold.
Huge hit. Especially after the mistake there, where she thought she'd walked, and then the umpire said no. The count was 2-2, and on a 3-2, she drills one right through center field. And they have a courtesy runner come in for Cheryl.
Can't quite tell the number. Number 5, it is Alyssa Manns. So the courtesy runner Manns on 2. We now see Elise Wolf, the cleanup hitter, step in. She takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. 2 outs, 1 on in scoring position. The tying run is on second. And here is the 1-0 from Roush to Wolf. Swing and a miss. Evens up 1-1 here.
Wolf went fishing on that, and she knew it immediately. Base hit, ties it up.
She'll step back in, and Roush will deliver.
Ooh.
Inside ball. So 2-1 count here from Roush. That was a huge hit from Cheryl Barnes to keep the Redskins right along with the Warriors here. Next pitch misses inside low.
Wow.
3-1 now.
Tell you what, Roush can bring the heat, but she's got pretty good ball movement too, it looks like to me.
Next pitch, and she will walk Elise Wolf, who gets on base. So now, oh my goodness.
What was that? They called her out.
3-1 count, and they're calling her out now. So that is out number 3. We'll collect our thoughts and figure things out here in the press box. That is out number 3 with a runner left stranded in scoring position. We're going to take a break and come back. Top of the second's on the way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Sideline Automotive is a hometown proud auto care shop. Recently voted Stark County's best for tires and oil changes. Call Joe today at 574-249-5537. L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication and recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. Big time happy birthday shout out this Sunday to Larry Sinnert, head coach for the Oregon Davis boys basketball team. We hope he is enjoying his birthday weekend on Sunday. Happy birthday, Coach Sinnert. As we go to the top of the second, we will see for the Winamac Lady Warriors step into the box. This is number 22, Adriana Hall. She'll take the first pitch inside from Barnes. 1-0 count. It is a ball. We are trying to get official clarification, but from what we can tell in the press box, it may have been the courtesy runner that stepped off the bag a little early there, Harold, and that is what caused the third out potentially for the Knox Lady Redskins.
Okay.
So a 1-1 count here from Cheryl Barnes to Adriana Hall. Swings over the head of the third baseman, and it will be a base hit for Adriana Hall, who gets on base. Similar situation to last night. Hall is one of those people that can get on base for the Warriors. And now we will see Michaela Warner, the center fielder, step into the box, the right-handed hitter. Barnes deals inside of the hands, ball one. 1-0, the Winamac Lady Warriors lead the Knox Lady Redskins with no outs. Top of the second, one on first. The 1-0 from Barnes, swung on, popped up high. It'll be played by the shortstop, and she will glove it in the circle. Good job there by the shortstop, Harold, Sarah Fort.
Yeah, that's one of those you got to handle, but it isn't as easy as it looks.
Grace Roth, the number 8 hitter, second baseman, steps in for her first appearance of the afternoon. Roth, a .500 batting average. She swings on the first pitch, back to center field. It'll be gloved by Carly Friedrich. What a play.
Woo!
Veteran move by Carly Friedrich. It keeps the runner at first, Adriana Hall. So that is the second out.
Yeah, I told you that Carly said that Bethel was going to use her in a lot of different places.
Ooh, a little slap hit by Lindsey Walters. It gets all the way. Joey Montague had to come pick it up, dribbling down the third base line, and that allows Walters to get to first and advances Hall to 2. So now 2 on, 1 in scoring position with 2 outs here in the top of the second. We go back to the top of the batting order. It's Brody Goodman for her second time today. Barnes, the first pitch, swung and missed. It gets past the catcher, Elise Wolf. Both runners will advance, so now they are both in scoring position for the Winamac Lady Warriors. Brody will step back in, the right-handed hitter, 0-1 count. Barnes delivers. Foul tip hits the fence, 0-2 now. So this is a huge pitch for Cheryl here, Harold, a chance to get out of the inning.
Yeah, if they can get out with 2 on and not give up a run, that would be really, really big.
0-2 count from Barnes. Foul tip again. Goodman got on base in her first appearance. Off the first pitch, she swung and liked it. She'll step back in for the 0-2 here. Swings and fouls this one off to the right. Keeps it 0-2. Brooke Roush on deck for the Warriors. If Goodman can keep this thing rolling here with 2 outs.
If the Redskins can get out of here without giving up another run, it would be incredible.
Deep hit back to left field. High arcing. It drops in front of the left fielder. It'll bring both runners home. And standing in at 2 is Brody Goodman.
Wow.
Ava Jensen tried to make a play on it, and it just dropped in front of her. So now it is 3-0. The Winamac Lady Warriors lead, and Brody Goodman's in scoring position here in the top of the second. So now it's Brooke Roush, her second appearance today. She comes in today a .303 batting average, a .343 on-base percentage. She takes the first pitch, inside, ball called.
We said the Warriors needed to get off to a good start, and they have.
Similar situation to what we saw last night. And from what head coach Jenny Belcher has said they're doing well this season at. Next pitch is outside, ball 2.
2 in, 1 out, 1 on and 2 out.
Barnes the 2-0. And it will drop in front of the center fielder for a base hit. Now being told to go home is Brody Goodman. Bang,
got her!
Play.
Got her!
And gets the out for out number 3. Goodman was trying to bring it home, but that's how the inning ends. 2 runs cross. 3-0, the Winamac Lady Warriors lead. We're going to take a break and come back. Bottom of the second's on the way. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, agriculture has been a cornerstone of our business for more than 135 years. Our personal relationships within the ag community run deep for multiple generations. If you're looking for a financial partner that knows, understands, and supports agriculture, I'd love to hear from you. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers. Come into our Knox, North Judson, or Culver branches, or visit us online at ffbt.com when you're ready to talk about growing your operation. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Local Union USW 9551 is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They believe in the future of these young adults and wish them luck as they take on their opponents this season. Randall's Funeral Home of Hamlet and Coots Lake have been proud supporters of local high school sports since 1952. Contact them today at 574-867-3321 for Hamlet or 574-586-2120 for Coots Lake. Call Randall's Funeral Home in your time of need. 3-0, the Winamac Lady Warriors lead the Knox Lady Redskins here in the War on 35. Mitch Columbia along with special guest Harold Welter. As we go to the bottom of the second, we will see Elise Wolf step into the box as she will swing on the first offered pitch, fouled off out of play. Wolf comes in today, a .306 average. She's looking at the 0-1. Grounded to third, throws over to first. They get the out, and a good job there by Lauren Bruce to sling it to Brody Goodman for out number 1. Now we will see Double O, Joey Montague, the third baseman, step in. Right-handed hitter. First pitch from Roush, swung on, popped up foul, out of play. While she's wearing number 1 on her helmet, this is the number 5 slot that is listed as Joey Montague, the third baseman. 0-1 from Roush. Up top, ball called, evened up here. Montague, a .433 average on the season, an on-base percentage of .500, Harold.
Completed a double play to get the Redskins out of that first inning.
Fouls the next one off. 1-2 count now. Nobody on, 1 out. Bottom of the second, 3-0. Lady Redskins trail here. We had a feeling that this game was going to be a battle.
Started out that way. See if the Redskins can get some runs here, though.
1-2 from Roush. Fouled off out of play again, so Montague's battling.
Roush again with pretty good movement on that ball. With 1 out, 1-2 the count. Montague with a wide open stance.
Roush delivers. Montague pops it up. It'll go over the fence and out of play. Keeps it 1-2 here.
1 out, 3-0 ball game. Montague needs to deliver right here.
Roush deals. And it evens up 2-2 here.
Good eye right there. I would have swung at that one. Woo, a little high and outside.
It looked good. Roush was a little surprised as well, I think, as she'll go at it for the 2-2. Up top, full count here. Montague is outlasted here. She is fighting.
Good patience by 00.
Roush the payoff. Popped up high back to right field. It'll be gloved by the right fielder, Lindsey Walters, for out number 2. Now we'll see Beth Barnes, first baseman, step into the box.
Trying to get something going here. If nothing else, you don't want to go 3 up, 3 down.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Get something
going. Yeah.
Roush, first pitch to Barnes is up top. Good eye there.
Barnes with a slightly open stance.
Steps back in here. The 1-0 from Roush.
Oh, good eye. Ball 2.
Barnes a 300 average on the season. This is her 34th plate appearance on the year. She has 9 hits, 3 runs, and swings on the next pitch, and it'll be gloved by the center fielder. Diving catch.
Wow.
Michaela Werner, and it's 3 up and 3 down as the Warriors get out of the inning. Top of the 3rd is on the way. You're listening to the War on 35. It's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Woodlawn Health, earning the right to care for you, your family, and community. We appreciate their support of all local high school sports. Carrie Block and all of the local agents at First Choice Insurance in North Judson and Knox are proud supporters of high school sports and are here for all of your insurance needs. Call 574-896-3482 for North Judson or 574-772-5370 for Knox. We go to the 3rd inning, top of the 3rd. Maggie Keller will step into the box here for the Winamac Lady Warriors.
She had a single her first time up.
Swings on the first offered pitch. It'll dribble foul down the left field line. Keller, we talked about it last night, Harold. She is aggressive. You can just tell the way she runs, the way she swings when she throws the softball. She's just a very aggressive athlete, and she doesn't shy away. She'll step back in. The 0-1 from Barnes is up top. A good eye there.
1-1 the count.
Keller, only a sophomore on this Warrior team, a 387 average on the year, 424 on base percentage. Swings on the next pitch, popped up high, could be played by the shortstop, and it will be. That is Sarah Ford on the catch there.
Okay, one away.
Corin Combs will step in. It's her second plate appearance of the afternoon.
Had a single her first time up in the first inning.
First pitch from Barnes. Popped up foul, out of play. Nobody on, one out. Top of the third, 3-0. The Winamac Lady Warriors lead.
Well, neither pitcher has had a problem with the wetness of the circle.
I'd say they did a good job of getting this field playable.
Yeah.
Next pitch finds the zone, and as quickly as they put this together, you got to really tip your cap to head coach Morgan and the staff for getting this field put together. There was quite a bit of water there in the infield. The 0-2 from Barnes. Grounder to short, picked up by Fort. She'll throw to first to Beth Barnes, and they get out number 2. On the same page there, wouldn't you say, Harold?
Absolutely, and again, the ball was a little bit slow. Hit a wet spot there and was a little bit slow, and the shortstop had to come up and get it.
Lauren Bruce now in the box for her second appearance. She'll swing and miss, strike 1.
Lauren Bruce, a senior, 1 of 3 starting today.
500 batting average on the season. The next pitch finds the zone, dotted the outside corner. Good placement from Cheryl Barnes.
Strike 2 with 2 out.
The 0-2 swung on, back to center field, and it'll be a base hit for Lauren Bruce. She found her pitch and she took it. So now this brings up Adriana Hall for her second appearance on the day. Right-handed hitter will step in to face Cheryl Barnes yet again this afternoon.
Flew out to center field her first time up.
Barnes delivers. Ooh, check swing. Yes, she went. Strike 1. She hesitated. She knew once she was halfway through.
Yep, Barnes made her go fishing.
Those are the ones you got to love if you're in the circle. Just toying with the batters, and now she attacks Hall on the inner portion of the plate. Hall swings. Strike 2.
0-2 with 2 out, 1 on. 3-0 Winamac lead here in the top of the third.
Swung on, popped up high, gloved by Cheryl Barnes, and that is out number 3. So one left stranded. The score stays 3-0. We take a pause and come back. Bottom of the third action on the way. We'll see if the Knox Lady Redskins can get some things going.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration your local Armstrong dealer a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
Welcome, Matt Real Estate, our proud sponsors of local high school sports. They take care of agriculture, residential, and 1031 exchanges. Call them at 574-896-5138. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We go to the bottom of the third. Mitch Columbia along with Harold Welter. 3-0, the Winamac Lady Warriors lead, and stepping into the box for the Knox Lady Redskins is number 13, Ava Jensen, the right-handed hitter, to face Brooke Roush. It's a slicer up the middle on the first offered pitch. Base hit for Ava Jensen, Harold.
Well, Ava is capable, and her bat has been getting better and better all year long.
So good job by her to lead off and get on base. The Lady Redskins need it. Trailing by 3, we will now see Maddie Hinshaw step into the box. Hinshaw, second baseman, steps in to face Brooke Roush, who has had a commanding performance yet again tonight. First pitch offered, bunt shown, couldn't get a piece of it. Oh, now they're in a pickle. Jensen's trying to take 2. They overthrow. Now Jensen's trying to take 3.
Unbelievable.
And she will stand in safe.
Whoa.
So what looked like a bad situation for the Warriors there, or for the Redskins there, the Warriors overthrow second, and that allows Jensen to get to third. So now a run is on third base, and right now it is Maddie Henshaw with no outs. 0-1 count here with Brooke Roush in the circle to deliver. Next pitch. Up top, evens up 1-1. Kendra Linscott on deck. And the 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. Nobody out, 1 on third. Here in the bottom of the third, 3-0. A lot of threes here, Harold.
Well, the Redskins got an opportunity to get something going here, and they need to respond to what the Warriors have done here in the early part of the ball game.
1-2 from Roush. Ooh, tried to get it on the top part of the strike zone, but couldn't get it. So now it is 2-2 here.
Good eye there by Henshaw.
Roush kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. And going down, striking out is Maddie Henshaw for out number 1. This brings up the number 9 hitter, Kendra Linscott, the right fielder, Harold.
Well, she's a young lady that's really come along here in the last few ball games for the Redskins. And with 1 out, a long fly ball brings in a run.
She has no RBIs on the season, so this is an opportunity to get one. Swings, and it goes foul. 0-1 count. Linscott, the sophomore, 278 batting average on the season. She has a 316 on-base percentage.
Right-handed swinger.
Steps back in. The 0-1 from Roush. Swung on, and it hits the fence. Foul tip.
0-2 the count. And again, just a long fly ball will bring in that first run for the Redskins.
0-2 from Roush. Swung on, back to Roush. She'll throw to first to get the out. Now here comes a bang-bang play at home.
Oh!
It's a double play.
Double play.
And Jensen doesn't like the call. She slid in home, but no, the umpire says. So that is out number 3. The Warriors get out of the inning without allowing any runs to cross. Big time play there at home plate for the Warriors. We're going to take a break and come back. 4th inning action is on the way.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winamac, serving Pulaski County for 44 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard or Dean. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. As we go to the top of the 4th, the Knox Lady Redskins trail the Winamac Lady Warriors here in a war on 35. We see step into the box Michaela Werner, the right-handed hitter. Cheryl Barnes still in the circle for the Redskins. First pitch swung on, grounder to Sarah Ford at short, throws over to first, not in time. Huge run by Michaela Werner. Wow, she has the wheels there.
Great effort right there.
It was fielded perfectly. Beth Barnes stretched out, had the play, but Werner had the wheels. And now we'll see Grace Roth step in, the right-handed hitter. Swings and misses. Strike 1. Roth, a 500 average on the season, a 533 on-base percentage. 1 on, no outs. Top of the 4th, 3-0. The Lady Warriors lead. Next pitch, ripped back to left field. It'll be a base hit. Oh, it'll be more than that.
Yeah.
Now advancing home all the way from first is Michaela Werner, and standing at 2 for an RBI double is Grace Roth.
Wow.
The freshman herald, and I almost wonder if she's related to the Roths.
They're all related.
They gotta be, right?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Bunt shown from Lindsey Walter. She lays one down. She's trying to take first. They don't get it in time, but it will advance. Grace Roth to 3, so she sacrificed herself, gets the out. But Roth is now not far away from scoring another run. It's 4-0. And now we go back to the top of the batting order for the 3rd time. It's Brody Goodman this afternoon here.
Yeah, she scored a run in the first inning. Just had 2 singles.
First pitch inside. Goodman, a 353 average on the season. She has 8 RBIs up to this point. An opportunity to add to that here.
Right-handed swinger.
Swings and misses. Strike 1 now, and evened out 1-1. She has a 371 on-base percentage here. 1-1 from Barnes. To Goodman. Chopper back to the pitcher, Cheryl Barnes. Now she throws to 3. They're getting in a pickle there at 3, but sliding in safe is Grace Roth. In the meantime, Brody Goodman goes ahead and takes 2.
Yeah.
So a pitch that dribbles to Cheryl Barnes. She decides to get the third base runner in a pickle, and they almost get her out.
Yeah, almost. That's the key word right there. Almost doesn't do it for the Redskins. They're down 4-0.
With 2 on in scoring position and only 1 out here, we will see Brooke Roush for her 3rd time today. Cheryl Barnes.
She's had 2 hits.
Kicks and deals, and it will miss up top. Yeah, Roush already off to a good start, not only in the circle, Harold, but in the box as well.
Yeah. She did get caught trying to go home in that first inning.
1-0. Grounder to second, throws to first. They get the second out, but scoring is Grace Roth. A sacrifice RBI there for Brooke Roush. It sees now Brody Goodman get to 3rd. It's 5-0. The Winamac Lady Warriors lead here. And now it is the very aggressive Maggie Keller stepping in. First pitch inside. Keller's 3rd appearance already today. She has a 387 batting average and a 424 on-base percentage. The 1-0 misses outside, ball 2.
She had a single and flew out to the shortstop her 2nd time up.
2-0. Fouled off out of play. 2-1 now. Keller was also on the basketball team for Winamac in the winter. Just an all-around athlete.
With a name like Keller, she should be.
Next pitch finds the zone.
Strike 2, 2-2 with 2 out.
We talked about it last night, too. For her situation, Maggie Keller, as the shortstop, she takes over for a leaving Maggie Smith. You think about that, to fill the shoes of Maggie Smith. And then I said, what's going on here? Are we just passing it down to the next Maggie? Full count here from Cheryl Barnes to Maggie Keller. Popped up high. Back to center field. Carly Friedrich will make a play on it for out number 3. And that is the top of the 4th. 2 runs crossed, though. Winamac still leads 5-0 as this is the 4th inning stretch. Tonight's game is sponsored in part by McGrath Refrigeration, a family-owned business since 1967, and your local Armstrong air dealer. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs at 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right. We also thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. It's the fourth inning stretch.
One of our hometown businesses here in our area in Monterey, it's LAP Waste.
Being able to recycle is one of our main goals at LAP Waste. Being able to say that we only take about 8% of our trash to the dump is pretty impressive for us, and we hope to keep building on that.
We service an 80-mile circle from Monterey. If you have a small job, big job, or just have a one-time, we are here to make a difference in this area.
And that phone number, Kirby?
574-542-4019.
Back here at Knox Lady Redskins softball field, Mitch Columbia along with Harold Welter, 5-0. The Winamac Lady Warriors lead the Knox Lady Redskins. We start at the top of the batting order for the Knox Lady Redskins. We will see the 1, 2, and 3 hitter. Sarah Fort is in the box. She takes the first pitch for a ball called. Fort's third time today already in the box. Next pitch misses for ball 2 here. Brooke Roush still in the circle, a commanding performance. Finds the zone. Strike one, 2-1 count here.
Redskins need to get the bats working now to the top of the order.
Yeah, right here at the bottom of the fourth, now is the time to make something happen, as here's a pitch that gets away from Roush. Ball 3. The Warriors scored 1 run in the first, 2 in the second, and then 2 in the fourth. Top of the fourth here. So that is how they've been able to get runs across. Next pitch, grounder to Maggie Keller at short. She throws over to first, and it's in time to Brody Goodman for out number 1. Quick work, the Warriors. That's the way they like it.
Yep. So it goes 6-3, and there's 1 away.
Brings Carly Friedrich to the box for her third time today. First pitch, she liked it. Swings, hits the shin of Brooke Roush. They throw to first, not in time. Friedrich is safe. Brody Goodman thought they got the out, but Friedrich, she was able to run it out, but now they're having a conversation. Both umpires are here in the infield.
I'll tell you what, Friedrich's got the speed. That was a legitimate right there. She's got the speed.
They're going to overturn it.
Oh.
So the head umpire has a conversation with Brian Bow in the infield, and they're going to go ahead and overturn this. That is out number 2, and it retires Carly Friedrich. Wow. There have been some interesting situations in this game that, I mean, my goodness.
That brings up Cheryl Barnes.
So this is Cheryl's third time today already, Harold. Roush delivers. It's a grounder to second, throws over to first. 3 up and 3 down. Quick work for the Winamac Lady Warriors. We're going to take a break and come back. Top of the 5th action is on the way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking. In 4-hour dinners with friends. In that first bite of something new. And in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. Hey, Culver's Portside Marina is part of this broadcast. They can make sure your boat is ready for the spring and summer. Get your watercraft taken care of by contacting Culver's Portside Marina at 574-842-5000. We go to the top of the fifth. Mitch Columbia along with Harold Welter. It's all Warriors. 5-0 here in this one. Quite a performance for the Warriors here, Harold.
Yeah, you're going to go 4, 5, 6 in the batting order right now. Corinne Combs will lead off.
You think we can get you to do some play-by-play?
Well, we'll see. I don't know if I remember how to do this or not. Here is Barnes, the wind-up, the delivery high and outside, ball 1. To Corinne Combs, she's the all-everything for the Winamac Warriors, I tell you. Right-handed swinger. Second pitch is outside.
It's a good eye by Combs. She stays confident.
Yep.
Cool, calm, and collected.
Right-handed swinger with a wide open stance. Here's Barnes, the delivery, and it is popped up foul. Back into the screen or over the screen. Strike one.
Something I've always kind of noticed with Winamac softball is the confidence is never short.
No.
They play with such vigor.
Yeah. Coach Belcher just doesn't let them worry about what happened before.
You had told me she's a Redskin alum. I had no idea she graduated from Knox.
Here is the pitch inside. Gets away from Barnes, and it bounces inside. Ball 2, 2-1.
Next time I see Coach Belcher or have her on the air, I'm going to bring that up.
2 balls and 1 strike. Here is Barnes, the wind-up, the delivery, and it is low. Oh! Yep. Yeah, ball 4.
Good patience by Combs. She takes her base. That's what she wants to do, especially when you lead off the inning. Strong start for the Warriors here. They're showing the Redskins that they're able to get on base.
Yeah. So that brings up Lauren Bruce, the third baseman, right-handed swinger with a wide-open stance. Here is Barnes to wind up the delivery. Low and inside, but catches the corner strike.
Great placement by Barnes.
Oh.
And she's staying confident, too. You know, you allow 5 runs. Sometimes you can get down on yourself, but she accepts it. She takes it on, and Cheryl's one of the better area softball players that we have.
Here is an inside pitch, and it is ball 1, 1-1. Well, you know, a lot of these girls like Cheryl have played a lot of travel ball, and, you know, this is the 600th game she's played in or something. I don't know. Here is a smash foul down the left field line. Still right 2.
Needless to say, it's a lot of games and a lot of time and effort.
Yeah, all over.
It's a lot of travel, a lot of fuel, a lot of wear and tear.
Wind up the delivery and a swing and a miss. She struck her out. So, Bruce goes down swinging. And
Adriana Hall.
Adriana Hall, the left fielder, comes up. Wind up the delivery, a swing and a miss.
Feel like Cheryl's amping it up here a little bit.
Tried to.
Yeah. She knows that the bottom half of this inning, the Redskins are going to have to do something.
Yeah.
Next one misses outside.
Hall had a single the first time up. Right-handed swinger. 1-1 the count, the wind-up, the delivery, and it is low and inside. Ball 2. To Adriana Hall, the left fielder. Hall, a sophomore. Here's Barnes, the wind-up, the delivery, and a swing and a miss. Still right 2. With 1 on and 1 out. And Winamac leading it 5-0. Here's the windup by Barnes, and it's smashed down to the second baseman to throw over for one. Throw over to first, gets away, and now the runner will advance on the error. But they got the lead runner.
It was a risky play there.
Yeah.
But Hall, she recognized that she had time and she took it. So now she's in scoring position. This is a huge moment here for the Redskins. They do not want to allow Hall. If I'm the Redskins, we cannot allow Hall to bring one across here. We're already down 5 runs.
Warner at the plate. The pitch is inside, ball 1. Michaela Warner, the center fielder, a junior. Here's the windup, the delivery, and it is in there at the knees. Strike 1, 1-1.
Yeah, she got the call from Coach Belcher at 3 to take it, see what Barnes delivers, and it was a strike.
Barnes working quickly, the windup, the delivery, and a smash down the right field line. Right fielder coming over and makes the grab for the out. So they get out of the inning with no runs given up. And so at the middle of the 5th inning of play here, it remains 5-0.
And we're going to take a break and come back. Top of the 6th action on the way. Bottom of the Is it the bottom of the 5th? Yeah.
Bottom of the
5th action is on the way. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas, average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551.
Redskins on the attack, and here is a smash into right center field, and it is grabbed by the center fielder. Great play there by Michaela Warner. So there's one away. As Wolf flies out. That'll bring up Montague. Wide open stance. Here's the first pitch that is outside, ball 1. Montague, right-handed swinger. They need to get something going here. And she smashes it down to the second baseman. They throw over to first for the out.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Todd and Josh Lawrence of Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd and Josh Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. Quick work. The Warriors' defense is strong. Their offense is strong. And, man, they are just really having their way today, as they did last night.
Yeah. This is Beth Barnes, and the first pitch to her is low and inside, ball 1. Beth, right-handed swinger. One of 3 seniors starting on this team, 4 seniors on the roster. Here is the windup, the delivery, and it's fouled down the left field line. Strike 1.
Wind picking up here, blowing from left field to right field. Remind our listeners, this game started late due to the rain. Luckily, we're able to get this game in here.
2 away. Barnes smashes one, short center field, and the second baseman comes over to make the grab. So Barnes flies out to 4, and there's 3 up and 3 down, and no runs and no hits and no errors and nobody left. And so now, after 5 full innings of play, the score remains Winamac 5, Knox nothing.
Top of the 6th on the way.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
LAP Waste is a woman-owned waste management company. Quick, reliable next-day delivery service for dumpsters and containers. Get rid of your waste as easily and efficiently as possible. Call them at 574-542-4019 and waste less with LAP Waste. We go to the top of the 6th. Mitch Columbia along with Harold Welter. The Warriors lead 5-0.
And we go 8-9-1 in the batting order for the Winamac Warriors. Grace Roth leading it off, the right-handed swinger, and the first pitch to her is low and inside. Ball 1. Ball 1 to Grace Roth. Second pitch is a smash back to the pitcher. Throw over to first. Barnes to Barnes, and there's one away.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need. If you're the Knox Lady Redskins right now, defensively, we can't allow anyone to score at this point. We have got to get out of this inning as fast as possible. We want to get back to bats.
You got 2 innings to get 6 runs. If you don't give up anything here. Here is the pitch that is low, and it is ball 1.
That's what Walters likes to do. She'll slap hit. She'll show bunt.
Oh, she did on that. It's strike 1.
Yeah, showed bunt.
Left-handed swinger. And here is the snap down to the third baseman. They can't make the play. So the batter is safe.
A perfect spot of the lineup for Coach Belcher to have Lindsey Walters there. She's good at getting on base. She will throw the defense off. You just saw the little dribbler right there. She likes to bunt. She'll slap hit short, and that gets you back to the top of the batting order. I don't know how many times coaches tell us that is so important.
Oh, man. And they fake the throw down to first to get the runner back. Woo! At the plate, Goodman, the leadoff hitter, smashes it right up the middle, and Barnes throws it to the second baseman, and the runner is safe.
Walter slid in there quick.
Ooh, she's got some wheels.
Yeah, they've got athletes on this Winamac team.
1 out, 2 on now, and that brings up Roush. Brooke Roush, the junior right-handed swinger, straightaway stance in that box. And here is Cheryl Barnes, the delivery, and it is outside, ball 1.
Score update, big win for the North Judson St. Pierre Blue Jays Baseball Club, beating Argus 14-8.
A lot of runs, huh? Here's the second delivery, and it is in there to Reich on the inside corner. 1-1 the count. To Roush. Right-handed swinger looks down at Coach Jenny Belcher, and now Jenny's going to go talk to the umpire. And I'm not sure what that's all about. He's pointing to the second baseman, or rather to the second base. I'm not sure what's going on, but there's 2 on, 1 out for the Winamac Warriors, leading the Knox Redskins 5-0. Here is the pitch that is low, and they faked the throw down to second base. Thought they might be
her
able
honest.
To, yeah.
The sun's poking out here.
Here is the windup, the delivery, and a changeup, and it is high. Ball 3, 3-1. The count to Roush.
Hard to believe it was 80 degrees yesterday. It's 51 in Knox right now.
Wind up the delivery and a smash to the third baseman, and the 1 out, the throw over to first.
That's all they're going to get.
I guess there wasn't an out. I thought.
No, she didn't touch the bag.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be the second out already. And that's what the Knox Lady Redskins need here. One more to get out of this inning.
2 out, 2 on.
This is important here for the Redskins.
That brings up Keller,
who's having a night.
Yeah. Here is the first pitch that is high. Ball 1.
Yeah, if you're Knox right here, you want to shut this down.
Here is the windup, the delivery, and a pop-up. Second baseman going back. Can she make the play? Yes, she does. For the third out.
Big moment.
Oh, yeah. They get out of the inning. In the inning, there were, let's see, 1 hit and no runs. 1 hit, 2 left. And so the score remains 5-0 in favor of Winamac, with Knox coming up in the bottom of the 6th.
Take a break and come back. More coming. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
Do you know what to do when you see a down power line? The answer is very simple. Stay far away. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want you to know that down power lines can be very dangerous. Even if they come off the power pole, they still may be energized. Call 911 and wait for instructions from the fire department or power company. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want to keep you safe.
Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express at Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Expressway. Hey, Collins Insurance is part of the broadcast, taking care of all your insurance needs. Jim Collins told me to tell you, call him anytime at 574-772-6844. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. We also thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed fuel, and LP petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Redskins trail 5-0. Mitch Columbia along with Harold Welter. If the Redskins are going to make some noise, they need to make it now.
Yeah, and the Warriors are going to go to a new pitcher here.
Yep.
And
Hall.
Yeah,
just
Hall.
like they did last night.
Yep.
And she'll do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the demeanor between her and Brooke Roush, they attack.
First pitch, a swing and a miss, and the second pitch is fouled off by Ava Jensen, so it's strike 2. Jensen had a single her first time, her first time up. Here is the windup and the delivery, and it is fouled off again.
We talked about it last night. Hall, a sophomore on this team, 2.16 ERA. She's 2-0 when starting in games. Through the 22.2 innings pitched, she's allowed 15 hits, 7 runs, 6 base on balls, has 38 strikeouts, Harold.
Yeah, here's the windup, the delivery, low and outside.
Yeah,
Ball
38
1.
strikeouts on the season. That's really impressive.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, she's got some speed. No question about it, and she works quickly. The wind-up, the delivery, gets away from the catcher, and inside, ball 2. Ball 1, 2. 2-2 the count on Ava Jensen. Right-handed swinging sophomore. And here is the wind-up, the delivery, low and inside. Good eye there by Jensen. The count goes full. The count goes full for Adriana Hall, who started in left field, right-handed thrower. Here's the windup, the delivery, and a base hit into right field for Ava Jensen.
Yeah, nice poke there to left field, left center. Big time hit to start this bottom half of the inning for the Knox Lady Redskins. This is the momentum you need to build off of here.
Yeah, when you go to your 7, 8, and 9 hitters to start the inning, if you can get started with a base hit, that's huge. You can foresee getting to the top of the order.
Yeah, and that should be the focus of the Redskins right now.
Yeah.
Not allow any outs, get to the top of the batting order. By that point, you'll have several runners on base in scoring position. This is the opportunity now for the Redskins, right now.
Maddie Henshaw at the plate, the freshman for the Redskins. The windup, the delivery gets away from the catcher, and Jensen will go in to second base.
See, he's going to take time. Hall, she's got to warm up here, a little colder than it was yesterday, trying to get that arm ready.
Here is the windup and the delivery and a swing and a miss.
There it was, right down the pike.
Strike one, 1-1 the count.
You could tell Henshaw knew it. She wanted it.
Yeah. Right-handed swinger. Swing
there it is again.
And a strike right at the knees.
Henshaw agrees. She knew it.
1-2 the count. With nobody out. Runner in scoring position. And here is the ball fouled into the screen to our right.
You think about that wild pitch from Hall. Since that time, she has dialed in here.
Yeah. And now the umpire is going to ask for a different ball. That one a little muffed up a little bit. 1-2 the count. Nobody out. Runner in scoring position. Winamac leading it 5-0. Here's the pitch that is low. Ho, ho, ho. Good eye right there. It's a 2-2 count.
Such a snappy release by Hall.
Oh, wow. Hall, the windup, the delivery inside, almost hit the batter.
Combs drags her foot to pick that one up. She wasn't going to let that get past.
So the count goes full, 3-2. And they retrieve some of those foul balls. Sun shining.
Finally.
Never rains on a softball diamond, does it? Just like a golf course. Never rains on a golf course. Here is Hall. The windup and the delivery, and it is in there. Strike three called. Boy, she brought the smoke that time. Woo!
Yeah, going down looking, it's a tough out there for the Redskins, but they still have one in scoring position at 2.
Yeah. So now there's one out with one on, and here is a ball fouled away by Kendra Linscott.
Fouled it off her foot, too. That's got to hurt.
Kendra, a sophomore who's got increasing playing time the last few games. Goes down and talks to Coach a little bit. He taps her on the helmet and says, "Get back up there." Right-handed swinger. And here is Hall. The windup, the delivery, and a swing and a miss.
She wanted it.
Strike two, yeah. You don't want to ever swing for the fence. Okay. 0-2 the count. Here's Hall's delivery and a smash foul down the left field line. 0-2 the count remains with one out. To Linscott. And she fouls it off to the right this time, protecting the plate with an 0-2 count.
You kind of mentioned it, the Redskins back in action tomorrow, North Newton doubleheader. A lot of softball for them this week.
Yeah. Here is the windup, the delivery by Hall, and it is high and outside. Ball 1-2 the count. Hall kind of let that one get away. Boy, she can throw smoke for a little girl, can't she?
Yeah,
the windup, the delivery, and a high fly ball to the left side, and it's hauled in by the shortstop. And there's two away.
Well, it does get the Redskins back to the top of the batting order. We'll see Sarah Fort with one in scoring position. If you're Fort right now, you want to bring this run home.
Yeah.
They're just, you can't
Get
stall.
something going.
Yeah, we can't stall any longer. It has to be now, a portion of it, and then the bottom of the 7th will be all we have left. As the first pitch will be a ball.
1-0. with Friedrich on deck. Here is the windup, the delivery inside, and it is ball 2. Hall wearing sunglasses. Here is the windup, the delivery, and it is fouled off to the right.
And now that you mention that, I'm pretty sure the entire infield is wearing sunglasses right now that you say that. Left field and right field's wearing sunglasses. The only center field doesn't have sunglasses.
Great that they need the sunglasses. Here is the pitch that is low. Ball 3, 3-1 the count. To Sarah Fort. Right-handed swinging junior. Here is the windup, the delivery, and it is fouled out of play to the right with a full count.
Good cut by Fort.
Sarah Fort, who started her career at Winamac. Now a Knox Redskin, right-handed swinger, straightaway stance. Here is the windup, the delivery, and it is off the pitcher. The second baseman grabs it, throws over to first for the out. So the Redskins don't get anything out of that as Fort goes out 4-3. And after now 5.5 innings of play, the score remains Winamac 5, Knox nothing. Let's pause for a moment.
I wanted to do something in medicine, but podiatry really was exactly what I wanted. It had a lot of the patient interaction, but I also was able to do a lot of procedures and surgery, which is also what I wanted. So it was kind of I wanted to do something in medicine, but podiatry really was exactly what I wanted. It had a lot of the patient interaction, but I also was able to do a lot of procedures and surgery, which is also what I wanted. So it was kind of the best of both worlds that you don't find in a lot of other medical careers.
Please call 574-223-9393 for all your podiatry needs to schedule your appointment. Woodlawn Health, earning the right to care for you and your feet.
Back in Knox, Indiana, Mitch Columbia along with special guest Harold Welter. We go to the 7th inning. 5-0. The Winamac Lady Warriors lead the Knox Lady Redskins here in the war on 35.
So you're going to go 4, 5, and 6 in the batting lineup for the Warriors. Corinne Combs to lead things off. Right-handed swinger, wide open stance. The first pitch to her is in there. Strike. Looked like a breaking pitch there by Barnes. Barnes, a right-handed throwing junior. The wind-up, the delivery, and a smash into center field, and it's over the fence. A home run. Oh my, Combs delivers what may be the deciding factor in this ball game.
Big hit by Combs. And the entire Winamac Lady Warriors dugout greets her while she gets there. She got all of it.
So that makes it a 6-0 ball game in favor of the Warriors. And that brings up, let's see, where are we? Lauren Bruce, the third baseman, in the first pitch to her is low and inside, ball 1. Cheryl Barnes, right-handed throwing junior, the wind-up and the delivery. Breaking pitch is fouled off. Back behind the catcher, and it is strike 1, 1-1. Cheryl Barnes gets a good movement on the ball, and a lot of times it results in pop-ups. Here is the wind-up, the delivery, and it is high and outside. Ball 2, 2-1 the count. With nobody out, 1 in. And the wind-up and the delivery by Barnes, low and inside, and the count goes to 3-1. Top of the 7th inning. Warriors is trying to put this one away. The wind-up, the delivery, and it is in there. Strike. Breaking right to left. Full count. Barnes taking her time. Here is the wind-up, the delivery, and it is ball 4, low and outside. So now, that will take us to, let's see, where are we? The number 6 hitter, that is Adriana Hall.
She's had a day herself.
And the first pitch is in there, strike.
We talk about other teams in our area. The Warriors only have 2 arms that they've used up to this point throughout the season. So far, it's worked for them.
Yeah. Here's the wind-up, the delivery, high and outside. Ball 1. Knox, on the other hand, has started 4, maybe 5 different pitchers in their 5-5 start. Here is the wind-up, the delivery, and a foul. Back out of play. Hits the roof of the building that we're in. 1-2 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Adriana Hall. The left started in left field, and here is the foul down the left field line. Strike. 1-2 the count on Hall. She started in left field and came on to pitch. And that's basically what the Warriors have done pretty much all year. Here is the wind-up, the delivery, and a smash down to the shortstop. Throw over to first is not in time. The runners are safe. So, Hall with another base hit.
And the more and more we watch these Lady Warriors, they look well oiled.
Yeah. Wow. Here's a pitch that is low and inside, and it is ball 1 to Michaela Werner. Michaela struck out her last time up. And she smashes one down to the shortstop and gets through for a base hit. Everybody's safe. Unbelievable.
Man, Fort had a play on it. I think she almost thought she was going to grab it, and it just goes right underneath her glove.
Yeah, that's one of those plays that, that should be routine. You got to make those plays.
It's just
so now with nobody out and the bases loaded, the Warriors are about to pour it on these Redskins. This is kind of what happened to West Central last night.
Well, and there's just been some unfortunate things happen for the Redskins tonight.
Yeah. Here is a pop-up that is going to be an out in center field, and here this brings another run. The throw down to third. The runner is safe there. The runner is safe at second. Everybody's safe all the way around.
Bruce brings another across, now 7-0.
Wow.
So they're able to get 2 runs here in the top of the 7th. Just like you had just said a moment ago, kind of pouring it on, maybe throwing a little salt in the wound here.
Yeah. Going to try to.
I mean, this is why it is the war on 35. These two teams, they want to bury each other.
Absolutely.
Any chance they get.
The wind-up, the delivery. And it is low and outside. This is Lindsay Walters.
You see, this is that slap hitter situation where she likes to get on base quickly. She gets a head start running. Sometimes she'll swing through where it can go out past the infield. Sometimes she'll half swing.
Wow.
We've kind of seen that as the next one's a strike there. But we've kind of seen that where she'll halfway swing. She makes the decision as she's running.
0-2 count.
It throws the infield off.
1 out. Runners at second, third. And here is a tap. Base hit into left field.
Jeez.
Oh, brings in another run. Wow. Gotta like the way Walters handled that.
I think that's why Coach Belcher likes her in the 9 slot.
Yeah.
Because now that gets them back to the top of the order.
Yeah, oh man.
A lot of people think the 9 slot hitter is not one of the better hitters on the team, but in this case, they've got so many hitters at several different key spots.
Yeah. Here's the wind-up, the delivery, and it is fouled off to the right.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by 5 Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star in the Knox Mall.
Brody Goodman at the plate. 0-1 the count with 1 out, 2 on, 3 in, and is fouled off to the right. Strike 2, 0-2 to Brody Goodman. Warriors about to go 9-1 on the season. Here is Barnes. The windup, the delivery, and a smash into center field, left center field, another base hit, 1 run in. Here is the second run in, the throw over to second, and they got the runner. But 2 runs score.
Now 10-run lead here, 10-0.
Wow.
5 in this top half inning. It took them all the way to the 7th to get 5. Now here in the top, they have another 5.
And here's a smash back to the pitcher over to first for the out. So they finally get out of the inning. But in the inning, there were, 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. So at the end of 6.5 innings of play, the score is now Winamac 10 and Knox nothing.
Taking a break, bottom of the 7th on the way.
When you are considering buying or selling a property, you can't be too careful. The forms, the regulations, the inspections. You need someone who is experienced to help you with the process. The professionals at Welcome Mat Real Estate are experienced in residential and agricultural, both important for our area. And they can help you with your 1031 exchange as well. Call Welcome Mat Real Estate at 574-896-5138, and a friendly hand will hold you as you work through your real estate transaction.
Keener Construction is a proud supporter of all local high school sports. Call Chad Keene at Keener Construction today for all your construction needs at 574-806-1387.
Redskins have only 2 hits, and here is Friedrich. Fouls it off to the right. She has one of the 2 hits for the Redskins. Wow. Hall, the right-handed thrower. Wind up, the delivery, and a swing and a miss. So, Friedrich going after it there. 0-2 the count. Smashes one deep in the left field. Back, and it is caught by the left fielder. There's one away.
All the way back to the warning track. Great catch by the left fielder for the Winamac Lady Warriors. That was in left field. I believe that's Brooke Roush out there.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, Hall started there. But here is the Redskins' Cheryl Barnes, and the first pitch to her is low, ball 1. She had a base hit to start the game back in the first inning, but the Redskins weren't able to take advantage of it. Right-handed swinger. Here is Hall, the windup, the delivery outside. No, they caught the corner. They caught that corner right there. Strike 1-1. Barnes fouls it off to the right. Strike 2, 1-2 with 1 out. And nobody on, and the Redskins trailing 10-0.
Right now, if you're the Redskins, you just try one pitch at a time, one at bat at a time.
That's it. Swing and a miss. She struck her out. So there's 2 away and 1 more opportunity for the Redskins. Elise Wolf with 2 out in the bottom of the 7th.
Just a tough situation right now if you're Knox.
Yeah. You're just hoping to get something going. You know that the game is probably out of reach at this point, but
Well, this has been the storyline all week. We have not had a close game on the air at all this week.
Here's the windup, the delivery by Hall. That is inside, ball 1-1. To Elise Wolf, the catcher. The windup, the delivery, and she fouls it off again off the right side. Foul, and that is strike 2.
Probably one of the more interesting storylines, because coming into this week, I labeled it rivalry week.
Yeah.
But none of the games really provided a rivalry atmosphere. It was just kind of lopsided.
Really didn't. Although, the Redskins were in it until those 5 runs in that one inning.
It just ran out of steam.
Because, they're capable of scoring runs. They had 4 against Jimtown in the 7th inning last night. 10-0 ball game. The windup, the delivery, way outside. Ball 3-2.
I think it just speaks volumes to the 2 pitchers the Winamac Lady Warriors are using, because the Knox Lady Redskins, like you just said, they have no problem scoring runs.
Yeah. Here is Hall, the windup, the delivery, low and outside, ball 4.
Staying alive.
I think that's only the second walk of the day for the Redskins.
Joey Montague. This is her time.
Joey Montague will be up with 2 out, nobody on. Redskins just would like to get at least a run on the board. Montague steps back in there, right-handed swinger, wide open stance. Here is Hall, spins that ball in the glove, and then pitches low and outside, ball 1. Hall may not have been as consistent as she likes to be, but man, she can throw the smoke, and she does there, a swing and a miss. She can really deliver the smoke.
She can. It's hard to realize she's just a sophomore.
Yeah, here is a smash into center field, but the center fielder will haul it in for the 3rd out. And so is all over. No runs and no hits and no errors and nobody left for the Knox Redskins. And the final score will read, the Winamac Warriors 10 and the Knox Redskins nothing.
Tough loss, tough situation for the Knox Lady Redskins, but we are excited we got this game in. We were a little worried there with the rain, pushed our start time back an hour, but hey, the Redskins and the Warriors had the war on 35, and this year it shows. The Winamac Warriors beat the Knox Lady Redskins. Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local high school sports and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home here in Stark County. Call them at 574-896-2567. Sideline Automotive is a hometown proud auto care shop, recently voted Stark County's best for tires and oil changes. Call Joe today at 574-249-5537. Our Collins Insurance postgame show is on the way. We will have our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game as well as our Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game. That's all up next in the Collins Insurance postgame show.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
A big win for the Winamac Lady Warriors softball club, beating the Knox Lady Redskins 10-0. Redskins couldn't get anything going, as L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication and recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. Local Union USW 9551 is also a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They believe in the future of these young adults and wish them luck as they take on their opponents this season. Finally, Randall's Funeral Home of Hamlet and Coots Lake have been proud supporters of local high school sports Redskins since 1952. Contact them at 574-867-3321 for Hamlet or 574-586-2120 for Coons Lake. Call Randall's Funeral Home in your time of need. Mitch Columbia along with special guest Harold Welter. Well, the Redskins, it wasn't their night. For the Warriors, I think that this tells the story. This Winamac Lady Warrior team, they're going to be a problem if they continue to play like this against whoever they do.
Yeah, I think they really made a statement here against a quality Knox team. You give up one hit, you don't give up any runs. They didn't commit any errors.
Nope.
And the pitching was outstanding.
Amazing.
And the bats were working. I mean, if my statistics are right, it was 10 runs on 14 hits, no errors. And for the Redskins, no runs on one hit and one error. But it was just Winamac scored in the first inning, but they didn't really put it away until
that seventh.
That seventh inning when they put those 5 runs up. And that really made the difference.
I didn't say this on the air because I didn't want to jinx anything, but in the back of my head I'm thinking, okay, the Redskins are down 5 runs. Yeah, it would have been nice to score in the bottom of the 6th, but knowing what the Redskins have done, I thought, okay, 5 runs, they could potentially do that in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah.
But then when the Warriors have that 5 runs in the top of the 7th, you're starting to think, okay, I think this is getting away from you a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
Well, tough situation here in the War on 35 as the Winamac Lady Warriors. Well, tough situation for the Knox Lady Redskins. Huge moment for the Winamac Lady Warriors as we do remember we cover both areas schools. So congratulations to the Warriors. Tough loss to the Redskins. 10-0 is the final as we'll take a break and come back. Our Stark County Co-op play of the game is up next. We'll rattle Harold's brain and see what he comes up with after the break. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbia.
War on 35 ends with the Winamac Warriors beating the Knox Redskins 10-0. We are now talking about our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game with Harold Welter. What are you thinking?
Corinne Combs' home run.
Yeah.
Set the stage to put the Redskins away.
Yeah, top of the 7th there. Big hit by Corinne Combs and maybe a little bit of a shock to Cheryl Barnes. I don't think that was anticipated. I think she was just trying to get that out.
Yeah.
And just the pitch was what Corinne was looking for, and she was able to get it. So a big-time home run there by Corinne Combs for our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. It looks like we'll have an opportunity now to talk with head coach of the Winamac Lady Warriors, Jenny Belcher. Big win here. We've talked with Harold here, and she didn't know you were going to be on the air today.
Good to see you, Coach.
Good to see you.
He did some play-by-play.
Awesome. Love it. Good to see you, Harold.
Huge win. And, it took no time at all for you and the girls to attack. This is what we saw from you last night. It's just, I even said it's the same batting order, same field positions. You guys have it locked down. It feels like you're a well-oiled machine right now.
That's good. That's the way we want to be, obviously. And all the credit goes to these kids. They've worked hard, and we've made some adjustments. We were not doing this. What you've seen the last 2 nights, we were not doing this the first game of the season. We were successful, yes, but we asked for more from them. We asked for them to pay attention to details, and we worked on little things. So we worked on little things for a very long time. These 2 kids that I brought up here with me, they've worked on their pitching since the wintertime, so it's paying off, and I'm just really happy for them.
And they throw a one-hitter.
One hitter. I like that. There you go. Yeah, so I brought Brooke Roush and Adriana Hall, our 2 pitchers, up here. So
bring them on
so
over.
We'll just pass the mic to them. And
absolutely.
You can go for it.
Well, who wants to start? You want to start first, Brooke? Yeah, well, we saw you last night. You did an amazing job against your cross-county rival, the West Central Lady Trojans. But then you've got Adriana Hall coming in for you. It's almost like nothing is lost when you pass it back and forth. We've talked about other area teams. They have more than 2 arms in the circle. But with having the 2 arms that you guys haven't missed a beat. And now here you are, 9-1 on the season. How are you feeling about this year so far?
Yeah, it's been great. We've had a lot of team success. It's not just, our first baseman or our second baseman or our pitcher or our batters. It's a lot of all-around contributes, and, me and A work together good. We kind of complement each other's strengths and weaknesses, so it's nice to kind of have that well-oiled machine figured out this early in the season too. So
and a big win last night, a big win tonight. While you guys aren't in the same conference as Knox, it's still a rivalry matchup. I kind of call it the war on 35. You got a question for Brooke here?
What are you going to do next?
Like after college?
I'm just joking. What I wanted to ask you is, what does this team have to get better at, though? You're 9-1. What do you have to still work on?
Yeah, there's always, those little details and nuts and bolts you got to tighten up. So, there's always an error column in the book, and we'll just kind of pick away at those and the strikeouts and get those numbers down. So, yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations on the win.
Thank
Brooke
you.
Roush
Big win for
started
you.
in the circle. Now we'll have an opportunity to see who relieved her. It is Adriana Hall. Adriana, last night I had said it, man, usually you see a pitcher come into relief and they keep things rolling along. No, you do the exact same thing and you attack in the circle. And I think that kind of takes some of the other batters on the other team kind of, they're oh, wow, she's just as good. You guys have 2 strong arms here. How do you think this pitching staff is performing? Because from our angle, it's one of the main reasons why you guys are doing so well.
I feel really good. I feel like we can work together really well, and I'm ready to come in and finish out the game and shut it down so we can get the win.
Yeah, you got a snappy release. You really get the heat going. What'd you say? You said you've got the heat, or smoke? She's got the smoke. That's what you said.
She's throwing smoke. She can really throw the heat. There's no question about that. And we talked about that, but then all of a sudden I see some real movement in your pitches. What's your favorite pitch?
I really like to throw outside or my rise ball. I think I have a pretty good rise ball that I just started throwing not too long ago.
And getting that movement was something that surprised me a little bit, because I thought, hey, she's just a smoke thrower, but you got a lot of weapons right there. Let me ask you the same thing I asked her, and that is, what do you think the team's got to get better at?
I think we're doing pretty good with our hitting. Just sometimes we swing at the high ones and we let those ones go.
Yeah, and just stay confident. I think that's something that stands out to me about this team is the confidence. Whether you guys are in the circle with your confidence, but I also feel like everyone that comes up the bat, they have a confidence. It just feels like you guys are just really, you love playing softball, it's obvious, but it's just the way you guys handle these games. It's just professionalism. It's just we're here. You're waiting in the bus for an extra hour. Yeah, we'll come out and play. We'll win this game and then we'll go home. Just get the field ready for us and let us know when to show up. The confidence is there. Do you feel that confidence as well?
Yeah, I feel like we're always ready to come out and get the win no matter what. No matter the weather, we always are ready to.
Well, I appreciate you. No, go ahead.
Final question is, what's it like playing for Coach?
Yeah.
It's really fun. We always have a special treat sometimes.
Well, when you get to first, does Coach Smith still give you is it the jelly beans?
Yeah, we always get the gummy bears.
Gummy bears, that's what it is. Gummy bears at first. That's right.
Thanks, ladies, for stopping by and talking with us, and congratulations on a great start on your season.
And you ask them, are there things to work on? Oh, yes, I already have things in mind and our coaching staff. But again, the nice thing is right now they're details. So
yeah.
We're in a good spot right now. We just want to keep it rolling.
Yeah, you get the weekend off. You're back in action
Right.
on Monday and Tuesday. Talk about this coming week on Monday. How you want to attack.
Well, this weekend we're off because of prom.
Right.
So it's a very well-deserved Saturday off for these guys. So they need
These ladies aren't going to the prom, are they? They got to be practicing.
Oh, Harold, they're all going, okay? They find a way to get there. They're going to have a good time, and we want them to relax and enjoy the weekend and be able to step away from the field, and they do a good job of that too. But then you're right, next week, softball season is just that way.
Boom,
you
boom,
just
boom.
can't let up. So they get the weekend off and then right back at it on Monday.
Yeah.
And we'll hit the ground running, like you said. We've got some games coming up next week and not much of a break. So we'll tackle Monday when it gets here.
Coach, always appreciate your time, and congratulations on the win. The War on 35, you got it done. Hey, he also told me, I didn't know this, you've never told me this,
What's that?
you are a Knox Redskin alum.
No, I'm not a Knox Redskin alum. Don't you let him tell you that.
Why would he lie to me?
No.
He said that to me.
My dad was a graduate of Knox High School. And
That's the connection.
Get this.
And I said at one time.
And Harold, it gets better. My mom was a graduate of North Judson.
Oh, my gosh.
So
Yeah.
my dad from Knox, my mom from North Judson, and my family, I grew up in Winamac. So.
When I said, hey, when she was little, she actually had that Redskin connection.
That's right.
He just wanted to make you a Redskin. That's what he was trying to do. Coach,
I got some Redskin blood from my dad, so. But I'm proud to be a Warrior.
Well, congratulations on the win. Thanks for coming up and chatting, guys. Enjoy your weekend at prom, and I'm sure you guys will be back at work next week. Big win for the Winamac Lady Warriors, 10-0, as they beat their rival, the Knox Lady Redskins, one of their rivals, here in a War on 35. We just talked about our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. We've also got our Ashley Derrickson 5-star Player of the Game. That's all coming up next here in the Collins Insurance Postgame Show.
Hello there. Is this that Last Choice Insurance?
No, sir. This is First Choice Insurance.
You mean Second Choice Insurance?
We offer homeowners, auto, farm, commercial, life. Let us know how we can be of guidance.
Okay, I got it now. First Best Insurance.
So contact us, First Choice Insurance, at 574-896-3482 at North Judson, or jingle us at 574-772-5370, and one of our wonderful local agents will take care of you.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star Player of the Game. Mitch?
Thank you, John. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star Player of the Game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson Santerre High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned this honor after this word from 5-star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
So what are you thinking, Harold?
Well, I think you had a Winamac team that didn't make any errors. Everybody contributed. I mean, how many hitters got hits?
Are you doing the whole team?
No. I do think we do need to have a co though.
Okay.
Player of the game, because those two pitchers. I mean, Brooke Roush and Adriana Hall end up throwing a one-hitter against a Knox team that can hit the ball. and they set the tone. And I think you've got to have the co-players of the game.
Brooke Roush and Adriana Hall, congratulations. You are our Ashley Derrickson 5-star co-players of the game. Wow, quite a performance as KVB's WKVI Sports will be back in action. First things first on Monday to see another rivalry. The Winamac Warriors host the North Judson Sanfair Blue Jays on the baseball diamond. We will be going live at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, right here on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world on WKVI.com.
And I got to say one thing to both the Winamac fans and the Knox fans. Whether you win or whether you lose, always keep the faith, fans.
Appreciate you being here, Harold. Our final in this one saw the Winamac Lady Warriors beat the Knox Lady Redskins in the War on 35, 10-0. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Softball. For our special guest, Harold Welter, our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Softball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, L&D Farms, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, USW Local 9551, Collins Insurance, McGrath Refrigeration, Web Printing and JT's Shirt Shack, Kankakee Valley REMC, Osborne Advantage Real Estate, Keener Construction, LAP Waste, Sideline Automotive, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5-Star. We thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports.